Kenya in East Africa, where the people and the environment are linked together. The political turmoil experienced back in 2007 left many families in distress. There was need, therefore, to explore the potential of how environmental conservation can foster peace building. In order to achieve this, the Janam Peace Building, in partnership with the Wildlife Clubs of Kenya, embarked on a program to train and involve school youth from all over the country on how to foster peace through wilderness experience. To crown it all, the final selected group was given a special treat to the Loita Hills to learn and share much on the same.
We're going to Narok as the ambassadors of peace. We're going to use the environment as a way of portraying peace to the nation.
We are heading to forming another new Kenya, not the Kenya we knew before. We don't want the PEV to happen again in this country. We want to come up with sustainable methods to get peace back in our hands.
First, a one-day camping at Ewasongiro, where the group got an introduction and a reminder of the basic tent pitching techniques. The goal and objectives of the whole expedition were keenly analyzed here, and the group was off to enter Sekera.
Your stove always goes in this bag. For protection, it has an insulate pad so that it's protected wakati utabeba.
The pump, put it in here this way, push that there, and then here, and then my stove is ready to go. It should always be having a blue flame.
And as we work together here as a team, we are building what we call teamwork. We are building that strong bond, and because of that, they all realize that they don't just come from one distinct community, but that they come, that they have come together and they feel like one. They feel like one nation. And the idea from here, therefore, as we move out, we will be moving out to go and see the importance of unity towards achievement of peace. And where there is peace, definitely we are going to have peace for everybody, peace for our wildlife, peace for our environment, and peace for the whole country. And that is the actual reason why we are here.
Essential field lessons like how to treat water and basic guidelines were shared, including map reading and backpack making.
Everything we do, safety is priority. We can only do that by learning the wilderness first aid, the wilderness medicine that is necessary for taking care of ourselves, both preventing accidents and illnesses when we are out in the wilderness. Making sure that the wilderness setting that fosters peace and reconciliation is sharp. And I think that is really sort of our focal point with wildlife clubs. Important. Always make sure that the map is oriented generally. It doesn't have to be specific. How can you generally orient your map?
Now all these traps you see around here have a purpose. When you're lifting your packs, and lift it up onto my knee, okay?
So today, as you can see, everybody has packed and we are about to take off to Loita, where we shall come for today. Actually, this is our first time to have the pack bags on our backs, and we are proud to have this opportunity at least to carry these things.
Where we are safely, with God's safety. We only hope that wherever we are going, all the adventures that we've had from different people saying about the adventures of hiking, the excitement, we also taste that.
Yeah.
May we meet elephants and the lions so that we can enjoy ourselves together.
In essence, it all involved hiking in different kinds of habitats and terrain, including forests, grasslands, wetlands, hills and valleys, occasioned by a lesson from the facilitators.
Things to think about when you are crossing a river. One is, what are the objective hazards? Objective hazards are things like how big is the river? Can it sweep people? Are there slippery rocks? You need to identify these things. But something that people don't think about, which is equally important, is what is the mental status of every person that is under your leadership.
When you are on the swamp, the cows, you are grazing together with the zebras. I've learned something from there, that even animals, they have peace, they can live together as well as the humans. You can take that as humans and also live together with other human beings.
So in first place, I was able to carry this heavy bag, like, which I've never experienced. I just watch them in televisions. I watch the white people carrying them, but I've never carried. But today, I've carried. Another thing is, I've learned so many things about the birds, so I'm able to identify some different types of birds and trees.
Our yesterday's hiking journey, we had a wonderful moment also. People were somehow tired, but on the way they gained momentum, and others actually they had to have courage among themselves. They had to have teamwork, so that if any person who is defeated in one way or another, he had to be helped, or she had to be helped, that we could also have that sense of teamwork among ourselves.
In the middle of this complex Loita Hill forest, map reading skills became more vital in finding the direction. The group was also taken through a crucial first aid lesson.
And we want to head up this trail on this ridge. As you can see, it comes sloping down. So we want to head up here and get to the top of the ridge.
There are the ABCs. In fact, that is where ABC comes from. ABC, Nasisi, in the wilderness, we say ABCDE. Red Cross, ukienda itakuwa ni ABC. What does A stand for?
It was a key moment in the whole expedition, where the students shared what they initiated as action projects back in their school.
We came up with a club known as Ambassadors of Peace in school, and we meet after 2 weeks we meet with the whole school. We have a talk about peace. Once in a while we get to go to like children's home, talk to them about peace. For me, the best thing I learned from the course, even now, as you're going through the hike that I've learned, is unity. Unity is one good thing. Like for example, in the hike, you walk. At some point, one person stops. You can't continue with the hike. You have to wait for the other person. The same applies to peace. When one person backslides, peacemaking cannot become a great thing. You have to wait for that person, help that person to stand, and the journey will be great.
In the heart of this Maasai land, a traditional goat barbecue, a talk from the Maasai elder, and a visit to a Maasai Manyata gave the group a big insight of the local culture here.
We had a very good chat with the locals. We had the chief, the chief of the area, who actually gave us a lot of educational tips on how to conserve our forests. And we were very impressed to learn that they are actually wholly in charge of the forest. They even have the chairman for the forest. I wish every Kenyan would embrace that.
So from my experience when we started our hiking, what I've just majorly learned is that major teamwork is the best thing which we can do in order to create our peace where we are. So that, and I've learned many things from my colleagues during the classes on how I will go back to my school and improve on my planting trees, so which is somehow low in my school.
Even as the group reached its final destination, it was clear that the lessons learned are more important and memorable. Despite the road challenges on the way back, All was well and everybody graduated.